Welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the tech that Apple tries to keep under wraps. Today, we are talking about a device that has developed a cult-like following over the last few years. The one product that proves size isn't everything. We are diving into the massive leaks surrounding the 2026 iPad mini. Now, you might be thinking we just saw a refresh not too long ago, but the rumors coming out of the supply chain right now suggest that Apple is planning a generational leap that will redefine what a compact tablet can actually do. If you have been holding on to your older mini, or if you've been waiting for a reason to finally jump into the small tablet game, the leaks we've uncovered for 2026 are going to change your entire perspective. This isn't just a spec bump. We are looking at a fundamental shift in display technology, processing power, and even the very way the device handles everyday elements like water and sound. The headline feature that is sending shockwaves through the tech community is the long-awaited arrival of the OLED display on the iPad mini. For years, users have complained about the limitations of the liquid Retina LCD, specifically the dreaded jelly scrolling and the lack of true blacks. According to latest internal reports, Apple has finally secured a deal for specialized 8.3-inch to 8.5-inch OLED panels that are designed specifically for this chassis. Imagine having the same incredible contrast, vibrant colors, and deep, inky blacks that you get on the iPhone 17 Pro or the latest iPad Pro, but in a form factor that fits in your jacket pocket. This shift to OLED is more than just about looking pretty. It's about efficiency. OLED pixels turn off completely for black colors, which means we are looking at a potential 20% to 30% increase in battery life during media consumption. This is the upgrade that turns the iPad mini from a secondary device into the ultimate portable cinema and gaming machine. But a screen is only as good as the engine driving it, and the 2026 iPad mini is rumored to be packing some serious heat. We are hearing reports that Apple will skip the standard chips and go straight for a bin version of the A19 Pro. This is the same silicon expected to debut in the flagship iPhone 17 Pro lineup, but optimized for the larger thermal envelope of a tablet. With 8 gigabytes or even 12 gigabytes of RAM being discussed in the labs, this tiny tablet will be a beast for Apple Intelligence. We're talking about on-device generative AI, complex video editing in Final Cut Pro, and AAA gaming titles running with hardware-accelerated ray tracing, all in the palm of your hand. The A19 Pro isn't just fast, it's built for the next decade of software. This ensures that the 2026 model won't just be relevant today, but will remain a top-tier performer for the next 5 to 6 years. Design-wise, Apple is sticking to the if it ain't broke, don't fix it philosophy with one major twist. While the overall footprint and thinness will remain remarkably similar to the current generation, the bezels are expected to shrink just enough to give us a slightly larger viewing area without increasing the physical size of the device. But the real wow factor in the 2026 leaks is the mention of a new speaker system that could lead to the first ever water-resistant iPad. Sources suggest Apple is experimenting with vibration-based audio that eliminates the need for traditional speaker grills. This would allow the chassis to be sealed much more effectively, giving the Mini an IP rating similar to the iPhone. Imagine reading your favorite ebook or watching a movie by the pool, or even in the bath without that constant fear of a single splash ruining your $500 investment. This level of durability in a tablet of this size is a game-changer for travelers and outdoor enthusiasts. In terms of connectivity and storage, the 2026 Mini is stepping into the future. We are expecting the integration of the N1 wireless chip, which brings Wi-Fi 7 and Bluetooth 6.0 to the table. This means faster downloads, more stable connections for your AirPods, and a significantly improved AirDrop experience. Storage is also seeing a long overdue bump, with rumors suggesting the base model will finally start at 128 gigabytes, with options going all the way up to 512 gigabytes for those who want to carry their entire digital life with them. The front-facing camera is also likely to move to the landscape edge, finally making those FaceTime calls feel natural WH. And the tablet is propped up in a stand. All these pieces together paint a picture of a device that is no longer the budget option in the iPad lineup, but a specialized, high-performance tool for people who value portability above all else. Now, let's talk about the timeline and the cost, because this is where things get interesting for your wallet. Historically, the Mini has occupied a $499 price point, but with the inclusion of an OLED panel and a Pro Series chip, there is heavy speculation that we might see a slight price increase. However, the value proposition here is through the roof. We are looking at a release window likely in the second half of 2026, possibly alongside the iPhone 18 event or a dedicated October iPad refresh. The 2026 iPad mini is shaping up to be the most significant update in the history of the product line. It bridges the gap between the casual user and the power user in a way no other device can. Stay tuned to the channel as we keep a close eye on the supply chain and bring you the latest leaks as they happen. If you're a fan of the small form factor, 2026 is officially the year to get excited.